It's fat to fit. It's fat to fit. Rob Barringer is going fat to fit. He's really, 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 really fat, but soon he'll be fit because it's fat to fit. Hello, Quad community, and welcome back to the third episode of Fat to Fit. In this episode, there's been a few updates since episode 2, which I'm going to be really excited to talk about. One of them is that I've started running, so I don't need to go on the bike as much. I don't need to build up my muscles as much. I can actually run. I can put one foot in front of the other in a succinct and continuous fashion in order to get my momentum high enough to actually sprint down a field. So that's really good, and that's something I'm going to tell you about. I'm also going to talk a little bit about willpower, because I think that that's really important when you're trying to lose weight or become fit or do anything in terms of your health where exercise is involved, especially when it's this time of year and there's fucking buckets and buckets and buckets of water falling from the sky and just drenching you and trying to, curtail your attempts at any corner and basically just trying to fuck up your day at any point in time. So, update on me. Basically, I've lost more weight, obviously, which is a good thing. I'm now 19 stone and 10.5 pounds, which is great because it means that I'm now less than 20 stone. I'm under the, is it called like a dodecastonian? Wait, no, because that sounds like I'm Estonian. Duodeca, no, that's 12. I'm less than 20 stone. That's a real achievement. Obviously when you're over 20 stone at any kind of height, that's always quite bad, and that's not really healthy to be at that kind of weight. So to get under 20 stone and to be in the 90 stone category, although it isn't great, it's great for me because it means that I've lost that weight. And it's just a milestone really to kind of spur me on. I've been eating healthily. I've been trying to look after my body. I'll probably do a healthy eating thing next episode. I'll probably take you into the kitchen and show you some nice tasty things that I like to make that are really healthy, really balanced, are quite good for you. Lots of fibre so that you don't feel like crap when you wake up in the morning and your stomach's gurgling away like some kind of cacophony of filth. But for now, let's talk about my exercise and what I've been doing differently. Last episode, obviously, I showed you my exercise routine on my bike, which is obviously indoors. And that was basically trying to condition my legs to the stage where I felt like I could run properly. And I couldn't do that before because basically I was so heavy and I am so fat that trying to run was quite uncomfortable, and it put a lot of strain on a lot of my joints and a lot of my bones and my ankles and stuff like that. And so I couldn't really run for any extended period of time, not only because I was tired but also because it hurt so much. But I've been doing this conditioning of my legs and it's paid off basically. I've gone for a jog recently. I've worked out an exercise routine where I'm running 4 times a week. And that's not including training of a weekend, so that's quite good. And then 2 of those 4 times a week I'm also doing sprint training. I've only started this week, so I'm very, very tired, and I was tempted to cut it down because I thought, I'm never going to be able to do this. But then I thought, no, because when you start something, it is going to be hard immediately, isn't it? It is going to be quite hard, and your muscles are going to cry out and tell you to stop. So let's just see how it goes. And I don't think it will damage me to jog 4 times a week and do sprint training 2 times a week either. So yeah, that's basically how that's gone. I may as well show you these. Look at these puppies. These are the running shoes I bought. They're amazing. They come from Brantanos. And Brantanos isn't actually a Spanish tropical resort. It is actually a shoe store, and they sell shoes like this. They also sell really nice shoes like, alligator skin boots and all that kind of stuff, which is really expensive and kills a lot of animals. But I don't tend to buy these. I just buy these, which are probably made at some sweatshop in India, which I don't know if that's better or worse than having alligator skin shoes. But now that I think about it, I'm probably just as bad as the people who buy the alligator skin shoes. So I'm sorry about that, internet. So I've been running in these. I went into the store and I go up to the bloke and I'm like, "You're right, mate." And he looks at me and he's like, "You're right, mate." And I'm like, "Can I get some running shoes, please?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure. What size are you?" I'm like, "Well, my left foot is 11 and my right foot is 10. He's like, "Okay." And so he takes me around and he shows me all of the shoes and stuff like that, and then he stops and in mid-sentence turns round and says, "Do I know you?" And I'm there thinking, yes, my first taste of fame. But surely he can't have seen Fat2Fit. Surely it couldn't have, gained that boost in popularity that gets me up there with the legends of, like, Charlie is so cool, like, and, Epic Mealtime and all of that kind of stuff. Surely it hasn't gone that viral that I'm an internet sensation right now with Fat2Fit. It turns out that he hadn't seen Fat2Fit and he just knew me from primary school. Anyway, so he got these for me, and they fit, and they were really snug, and they were really tight, and I've worn them every single time I've gone jogging, and I put my hoodie on, and I'll take these out, and I'll just run. And it's 1 mile to the field where I train, so I jog there, and yeah, basically, I've been doing that, and then once I'm there, I get the shoes on, I set out a pitch boundary that, well, I don't set out a pitch boundary, but I set out a distance that's about the same size as a Quidditch pitch, and I sprint from one end to the other, and I do that a few times over until my legs are crying out in pain, and then I jog back. And that's basically how it goes. I've been trying to jog properly, and it's always quite difficult because I've always been fat. So I've never really gained that kind of technique where you run properly. I've always been the kind of person who just like skips a bit. After looking at other people and how they run and looking at how I run, I suddenly realised, hang on a minute, I don't pull my legs up as much as other people do. Like, this is me. I'll go like this, yeah? My legs will just go like that. Whereas other people will bring this leg up like that and stretch it, and then this leg will go like that, and they proper bring their legs up. And that's probably why my thighs burn so much, is because I'm not pulling my legs up. I'm not using this thigh bit here. So because I'm not using that thigh bit there, that's probably why I'm in so much pain whenever I sprint or whenever I run. So that's basically an update on my exercise routine. I'll probably take you out for a jog at one point so you can see me sweating and being covered in rain and coming back moist as fuck like I am now. Yeah, so look forward to that, probably in episode 5, because episode 4 is going to be cooking with Rob. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, that's right, that's what I wanted to talk about, willpower, because willpower is something that is incredibly important if you ever want to be really, really fit, and if you ever want to, really become healthy, you have to have willpower. It gets to the stage where you wake up in the morning and you really don't want to do something, you know that you're going to be in pain, you know that it's going to hurt, it's raining outside, you know it's going to be muddy, there's moss on the pavement, you're going to slip everywhere, you're going to graze yourself, you're probably going to fall down in front of some really, nice girls who you've liked for a long time, and then while you're on the floor covered in, rain and mud and moss and all of this kind of stuff, they're there laughing, taking a picture, Instagramming it to all of your friends, to all of your secondary school and primary school friends, and then you're a laughing stock of the local area because you fell down and you're covered in all of this grime and shit. So sometimes you wake up and you feel like that. But you just kind of have to suck it up and think, well, that sucks, and that would be horrible if that happened, but what happens if I just stay indoors? What's going to happen then? And that makes me more scared than if I didn't do anything at all. That is petrifying to me. If I just stayed indoors and I browsed Facebook for the entire fucking day, I would feel not only lazy, but I would feel bad about myself, because I knew that I had the opportunity to go out and run, and I didn't do it. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I want to be healthier and because I want to benefit myself. It isn't a punishment. It's just a way to try and get me to a better quality of life. So when you really think about it like that, when I wake up in the morning and I can't be bothered to do something, I think about that and I'm like, hang on a minute, why am I not bothered to do this? This is good for me. So I'll just do it. So yeah, that's basically how I get around that. So yeah, that's basically an update on me at the moment. I've spoken a little bit about willpower and trying to power through your inner demons. And I've given you an update on my running and my fitness and stuff like that. Southern Cup didn't happen, unfortunately. So we all had a big party. I got slightly drunk, slightly inebriated. Not too much, of course. I only had to go back to my hotel at 8 o'clock. So yeah, thanks for watching again. This has been the 3rd episode of Fat2Fit, which is now officially part of the Quack and Pete content that's going to be generated every week or two. You'll be seeing a lot more vlogs and blogs, not just from me, but from other people, from the other members in Quack on Pete. So look forward to that. That's going to be really good. We're really excited about that. We have Ben Pooley, Matty Panda, Harry Smith, Sam, and they're really looking forward to making a lot of content for you. They're trying to really liven up the community and really make it really vibrant and come out with a lot of juicy content for you all to get stuck into. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, stay tuned. Next episode of Fat2Fit, probably next week on Tuesday or the week after on Tuesday. It will come out on Tuesdays at least. Yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.